Aloha! This is Eve Nagar, and I am the author of Hawaiian Rebirth, questions, stories, and strategies to guide you to your life's purpose. Today I'm speaking from South Korea. Today's video will have 5 parts. First, I will speak about some extreme weather in some parts of the world, including Hawaii and also South Korea. Next, I will share how such storms can serve as a key to rebirth, not only for us as an individual, but also for the entire collective. Then I will share about how you can communicate more effectively. Next, I will read a short chapter from my book Hawaiian Rebirth about South Korea. And I will conclude today's video with a guided meditation. So right now, as I record this video, there is a trio of tropical cyclones. In Hawaii, there is the Hurricane Lane approaching the islands, whereas there are 2 more cyclones approaching South Korea and Japan. And if we look at these hurricanes from above, these very impressive and massive pictures, we see there is a little eye of the storm region of mostly calm weather. And they are usually, as an average, about 20 to 40 miles in diameter. And they are surrounded by the eye wall, where the most severe weather with towering thunderstorms happens. So hurricanes literally force us to bring back basics of life. So usually we are so busy and we are like the storm ourselves. However, when the nature brings the storms to us, it really literally enforces us to slow down and to come to stillness and to find into this eye of the storm. And hurricanes also have been interpreted as a key to rebirth and even to spiritual enlightenment. So when we go through challenges in life, what I found is that we start to build walls around us, and this can have multiple reasons. One reason can be that we just feel overwhelmed and overstimulated by everything what is coming from what we perceive as the outside world. So we want to protect us and just have our own space to be in. Another part might be when we go through these challenges and turmoils that we become insecure and we don't really know how to communicate and to express ourselves to the world around us, to others, family members, friends, and so on. But so let's look again at this storm, like these cyclones or hurricanes which pass through. So they have this eye of the storm I already talked about. And once the hurricane comes, there is a first wave of storms, very strong winds, there can be damages. But once the eye of the storm approaches, we find a place of peace and quiet. And then once the next wave of the storm hits, so it gets a little bit easier. And why? For 2 reasons. Because once we went through certain challenges, it becomes a little bit easier to overcome the next challenges along our path, on our journey. And secondly, we also know that this place of peace and quiet exists deep within us. And so we really can find healing and transformation when we are able to start to soften up that wall a little bit. But ultimately, we only can fully heal and recover once the wall, which we have been building up, literally breaks down. And that usually comes, we can experience this as a breakdown in our lives. We get completely exhausted and we have no other choice than absolutely to surrender and just to rest and to rest in the core of our being. And so when we look also at this eye of the storm again, which is expressed in the storms, in these hurricanes, we can also look at them in our own personal lives. And in our own personal lives, this eye of the storm can also be looked at as the heart of the soul. And when we are able to connect with this heart of the soul, this is where personal growth and wisdom can be achieved. So my book Hawaiian Rebirth is not only about my personal journey of transformation, I really wrote this book to help you, to guide you through your own personal journey of transformation, and that you can start your life more on purpose and have more meaning in your life. And so as we travel, as we go through this journey of transformation, you are in constant exchange and communication with the world around you. And no matter if I'm speaking or if I just stand here in silence, I'm just gonna do this now for 2-3 seconds. I am still communicating and you're still receiving some information from me. So I found it really important also to include some aspects of communication, and you can read more about it in my book Hawaiian Rebirth. But for today I would like to share with you 4 simple steps about communication and how you can communicate more effectively. So as we go on this journey through life, we really need to learn how to express our thoughts, our ideas, and also our emotions and feelings in a more effective way. And in order to learn how to clearly communicate, we must first learn to actively listen to others. So it's not just about how I'm going to express myself. More importantly, how can I learn more about how I can be present and how can I listen what the other person I'm talking to wants to express to me. And in order to learn how to actively listen to others, we must first learn how to listen to the silent voice within us. And so again, it's like the eye of the storm. And this eye of the storm, it's always within us. And no matter how much turmoil and storm we experience as we go through the daily life, we need to remind us that it's always here. And it really is a daily practice, and a good practice to do is really to do a meditation every day. Just for 10-15 minutes is enough, because it will help you to remind of this place of peace and quiet you have within you. And as you go in this more meditative and calm, quiet space, it's really important to continuously recenter yourself in a space of both gratitude and forgiveness. So now in this fourth part of today's video, I will read a short excerpt from my book Hawaiian Rebirth, and it's a section I called Listening to the Sounds of Silence. But before I will start reading, I also would like to explain what this beautiful painting here actually means and what the message is of what you see here next to me. And no one else could explain this better than my wife Eunjung. So please, could you share with us?
Actually, this is a painting done by my mother, and it says here, "The mountains tell me to live with silence, and the sky tells me to live with integrity." So I thought this painting would be perfect for today's video, and it was right here at my parents' house.
So thank you, Eunjung. And so now, as we know what the meaning is, I think we are ready to go and start to listen to the sounds of silence. So listening to the sounds of silence. In the autumn of 2013, Eunjung and I returned to South Korea and traveled to a magnificent Buddhist temple complex, Tongdosa, meaning salvation of the world through mastery of the truth, which is located in the region of Yangsan City. The previous year, we stayed at this temple overnight through the Temple Stay program and participated in a 6-hour meditation led by one of the head monks. We'd had profound experiences at Tongdosa and were eager to return. Tongdosa, the largest temple in South Korea, is steeped in the sacred. There are 35 buildings and pagodas and 14 smaller temples in its vicinity, yet you won't find any Buddhist statues in its beautiful grounds. This is because the authentic sarira, pearls or bead-shaped crystalline objects of Shaya Yumuni Buddha, are preserved here. Sarira are purportedly found among the cremated ashes of Buddhist spiritual masters. When the Buddha passed away, there were thousands of sarira, and these most precious Buddhist treasures can be found in the pagodas of many temples around the globe. And Tongdosa is the Buddha jewel temple because it enshrines the Buddha's relics in the Geumgang Jiedan diamond altar, a platform for sacred ceremonies. After Anjong and I walked through the large temple complex, we finally came to a place called the main Dharma Hall, and behind this building we reached the most sacred place of all, the diamond altar where the Buddha's sarira are preserved. We first asked the spiritual world for permission to enter this sacred site, and our request was instantly answered by monks who started to recite mantras inside the Dharma Hall right at that moment. We were gifted with a precious opportunity to sit and meditate next to this altar for almost an hour. The previous time we visited, it was crowded and it was not possible to sit down to meditate. The faraway refrain of mantras recited by the chanting monks and the occasional magical sound of birds in the background brought us even more deeply to a space of stillness and surrender. In our meditation, feeling the oneness that unites everyone and everything, we asked, what wisdom can we receive and share with others right now? The answers that came ignited our hearts and souls. The power of imagination makes us infinite, and be present while you listen to the sounds of silence. I hope you also can take time to go within and receive your own pearls of wisdom while listening to the sound of silence, the whispers of your soul. I believe this will help you imagine the life you're truly meant to live and inspire you to reach your highest potential. So thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video, I would be so happy if you would support the pre-launch campaign and buy the book Hawaiian Rebirth, and you will see a link right below this video where you can order and buy it. And of course, if you would share it with your friends and family, that would make me very happy too, and them as well. And lastly, if you're going through challenging time and feel you need some support, please don't hesitate and reach out to me. I'm here to help and support you. So now, as a conclusion, I will come to a short guided meditation. So let's close our eyes and let's just take a couple of deep breaths in and out, and just focus on the breath itself, how you're breathing in and how you're breathing out. And just with each and every breath, start to connect with the eye of the storm or with your heart space more and more. So with each and every breath. And just feel how your heart starts to slowly open up, and how these walls start to soften, and how you start to get more quiet and peaceful. And now just focus on the space above you, above your head, above your crown chakra, and become aware of the cosmic energies which are always here, which are flowing in from above. And here you can ask for support to go in a space of forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself, also forgiveness for others in your life. So just keep focusing on your heart and the space above you and on forgiveness itself. And keep breathing in and out of your heart space. And feel how this storm is getting more and more quiet, and how beautiful and quiet it is in this eye of the storm. And now connect with the earth, all the energies, the elementals, the earth, the water, the wind, the fire, the ether. And just go in a space of gratitude now. And let's just be grateful for the earth, for giving us a home. And just breathe in and out of your heart and deep down also into the earth. And feel the connection, the groundedness in your own being, but also the groundedness to the earth, to the planet. And now let's merge both the energies from the cosmos and the energies coming up from the earth, and let's just merge and let them flow together in the heart space again. And again become aware how this heart space is expanding, and how much more quiet and calm you get in this moment. And feel the gratitude and also again the forgiveness right now. And now also just embrace yourself for a moment, and no matter what you feel, maybe you feel peaceful, maybe you feel worried, no matter what you feel right now, just fully embrace yourself, and it's all okay the way it is. Just keep breathing and embracing yourself for a little bit. Now you can also drop your arms again and start to even open up more and start to expand this quietness, this peacefulness, this gratitude. Start to expand it out of your center into your whole being, all the cells of your body, further out, the room you're in right now, or the space if you're watching or listening to this outside. And just, you don't need to do anything proactively, just let it expand further out, more and more. The city, the town you're in, your entire country, and the entire world. And if you feel guided to, you can also send this energy of peace and quiet and healing to any area or to any group of people or to any individual you're feeling could benefit from this vibration right now. So take a couple of more deep breaths in and out. And bring yourself back with each and every breath. You come back into your physical body. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes again. Thank you very much. Namaste.